Hello, it's me, Tasha Brandon, founder and CEO of Naturally Smitten. Excuse that sound. There's a dog in here and he wants all of the attention. So let's try it again. Hi, my name is Tasha Brandon, founder and CEO of Naturally Smitten. I wanted to talk to you today about a topic that has been near and dear to my heart, and I thought I would share it with all of you aspiring entrepreneurs. Today I want to talk about rejection in the marketplace because I think rejection is one thing I'm noticing that not only plagues us as people and as believers, but it will follow you into your business if that's something that you haven't learned to overcome in your day-to-day life. Now, rejection is that ugly monster that nobody can avoid. For the rest of your life, for the rest of everyone's life, everyone will be rejected. That is just the facts of life. If we look at the walk in the ministry of Jesus, he himself was rejected by his own people. So we can't possibly think that us as humans, people after the ministry of Jesus, will be any different, that we will continually face rejection. And you see, it's so common. You see rejection in so many different things. You see it applying for a loan, applying for a house, applying for a job, just anything that you have to fill out an application for, anything that you have to put yourself out there for an acceptance, applying into a school or college or what have you. You have there's a chance that they are not going to choose you. You're not going to be selected, that you'll be rejected. Come say hi, Charlie, because you're not. Just come here. Come on up here. Everybody, this is Charleston Oliver Branham. Come look at the camera since you want all this attention. And he is just not even supposed to be in here. I don't allow him in here, but my boys are out of town and I just have been letting the dog get some extra loving because my younger boy is not here and that is his dog. So just ignore any wolves or anything you might hear. So back to rejection. It's something that we cannot avoid, and it even affects us in our personal day-to-day relationship. And it's not that rejection is a bad thing. Sometimes we have to endure rejection by the wrong thing to get to the right thing. The rejection becomes bad when we allow the seed of rejection into our hearts, and it begins to affect us in so many other different areas where we carry a spirit of rejection, a posture of rejection, where we have low self-esteem, a lack of confidence. You'll see people that heavily deal with rejection. They have this insatiable desire to want to be loved and to have acceptance and attention from others, and no matter how much of that they get, whether it's attention from men, whether it's attention from a specific group of people, that it's never enough, because the void that that person feels actually can only be filled and healed by the power of God. So until the root of rejection is uprooted and dealt with, that person will always have a sense of not being good enough, not being the right one, not feeling like they can measure up or live up. And when you allow the spirit of rejection into your life, it can begin to affect you in so many different areas. When you have the spirit of rejection in your life, you'll begin to notice that even things that you are qualified for, things that you have a good or fair opportunity to take advantage of, to seize the opportunity, you'll find that that spirit of rejection follows you everywhere into your life, and there'll be things that you would, in other words or other terms, you would be able to take advantage of those things and take part in those things, but you cannot, because you have a spiritual force at work in the realm that we cannot see that is affecting what's going on in your life. So there are some things that you can take a look at to kind of get an idea if the spirit of rejection is working in your life. But those that have been dealing with the spirit of rejection, not only will you experience rejection concerning people, but you yourself will operate in that rejection, and you will begin to reject others because you have been. One thing I can say is, being an entrepreneur, that I've dealt with the spirit of rejection, and the challenging thing with that is when you get into the marketplace and you're dealing with other entrepreneurs The marketplace is riddled with rejection. You will have customers that will reject your product. Even though you've given your all to it, you think it's top notch, and a million other people think it's top notch, there'll be 1,000 people that hate it and think it's the worst thing ever. They will say that your product is not good enough, that it didn't work for them. You'll go above and beyond for customers who won't appreciate that. You'll have people that will unsubscribe to your mailing list. You'll have people that you want to connect with that won't see the value in you and won't connect with you. You have people that you reach out to, emails that you'll send that people won't respond to. There'll be text messages that you send that nobody will answer. There'll be people that you try to make advancements towards at marketing events, networking events, that will not call you back, that will take your business card and you'll never hear from them again. You'll try to reach out to people and see people in public that you may have met in other places that won't acknowledge you or won't remember you. Those things, we continually face rejection. We'll have great business ideas that we think are spectacular, that the public hates and thinks is completely the dumbest thing that anyone could have ever thought of. So you'll continually be faced with rejection over and over and over and over and over in the marketplace. So if you don't allow God to deal with you and your heart concerning rejection right now, it will follow you into your business. If you are one where you can't handle, if you send a text message and somebody doesn't reply back to you, then you're not fit to handle the marketplace. You need your skin toughened. There's a toughening that needs to happen, because that is an everyday occurrence with entrepreneurship. With other entrepreneurs, we can be flighty, we can be overwhelmed, we can be busy, we can be inconsistent, we can be inundated with a million other emails, a million other meetings. There's tons of reasons why your text message or your email or your phone call may not be responded to as quickly as you think that it should. And it's not necessarily an account or an indictment against you. It's just how the marketplace is. That's how it's fashioned. It's how it's made up. It's just some things, that's just how it is. So whatever season you are in now, if you're one that's called into entrepreneurship, I challenge you to invite God into your space, that you can begin to pray and ask the Lord to show you if you indeed are under the influence or have been affected negatively, or you've opened yourself up to the spirit of rejection, so that it can be confronted, dealt with, you can be delivered and healed from it, so that it doesn't follow you into other areas of your life, that you won't be ready for what God has for you. You won't have all your ducks in a row, and then when you get ready to present, it's rejected by mass market, it's rejected by customers, it's rejected by friends and family, it's just rejected on all parts, rejected for loans, rejected for qualifying for programs and other things that you have the right and the access to. Charles, can you go over there? Charlie, sit. Charlie's probably feeling a little rejected now because I won't let him in my face. But Charlie, we have a job to do, bud. Dogs. Anyhow, so some things that you can definitely identify, some things that will help you identify the spirit of rejection are repeated cycles of rejection. If you have been rejected by parents or siblings, if you are one that's, if you have experienced bullying, if you have been one that has been afraid to come out and be themselves and to allow what's really inside of you, your true personality to come out, it's probably because you have been plagued with, or you've been affected by the spirit of rejection. If you are one that says, I'm going to break up with so-and-so, or I'm going to cut so-and-so off before they cut me off, you are one that is under the influence of the spirit of rejection. If you are one where you can say that all my relationships end because my girlfriends or all my boyfriends cheat on me, or all my marriages have ended in divorce, or people always seem to, I'm always the victim, I'm always the one where friends just don't talk to me anymore, nothing good ever happens to me, I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're one that has been negatively affected. You've allowed yourself to be opened up to by the spirit of rejection, and that spirit needs to be confronted and dealt with in your life if you want to see the plan of God, if you want to really be able to jump into all of what God has for you and the things that He's promised for you. You need to confront this spirit face to face, head on, and take authority over it and command it to the power to break, and allow God into those deep hardened and wounded areas of your heart so that he can heal you, that you can move forward and you can be able to experience the power of God. You can experience the provision of God. You can experience the open heaven of God, and you can experience those things without having some demonic system that's set up in your life that is set in place to reject every prayer request, every opportunity that is laid before you. I hope this helps somebody today. I hope this changes your life. I hope that this charges you to invite God into that secret place, to that special place, into the deep recesses of your heart. For the heart is deceitful above all things, and it is desperately wicked. For who can know it but the Lord? Only God knows what's in your heart. He knows why certain wounds are there. He knows who has caused those wounds. He knows what our contribution may have been to some of the things that have happened into our life. He knows those areas. He knows how you feel. He knows your motives. He knows your thoughts. God knows those things. Invite him into that space so that you can begin to experience true freedom in your mind, your heart, and emotions, and that you can flourish in the marketplace, and you won't be one that's so inundated and surrounded and immersed with rejection that you take one step forward and 5 steps back. That's a cycle that needs to be broken. That is not the plan of God. That is not the provision of God. If you are called to the marketplace, you are called to impact. You are called to influence. You are called to give resources and provision to help the kingdom of God advance in the earth. That is your mandate, and you can't do it if you've got things at work in your life that are preventing it, holding you back, and keeping you stagnant and keeping you in one place. If you have any suggestions on what I should talk about next as far as business, ministry, marriage, marketplace, what have you, please drop them in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.